My sister ran away with her lover and left her sick 10-year-old son on my couch. She said, "You've always wanted to play, Mommy. Enjoy it." Years later, when he got into Stanford and she came back for the glory, I handed him the keys to his first car. He walked right past her and handed them to me. She crumbled on the porch. This is the story of how I became a mother without giving birth, and how love chose who stayed. It was a Wednesday. Seattle gray, bone cold. I was reheating soup when the buzzer rang. I didn't flinch. I knew it was her. My sister Vanessa walked in like she owned the place, dragging a half-zipped suitcase with her 10-year-old son Dany perched on top. His lips were pale. He was wheezing. "You're early," I said. "I'm meeting someone. It's just for tonight. You said that Monday. And Sunday. And last Thursday." She didn't blink. "He's got his meds. You know what to do." Dany shuffled to the couch like a ghost. I stood between her and the door. "Vanessa. No. You can't keep doing this. He's sick." She rolled her eyes. "I need a break. You wouldn't understand." "You mean the breaks between Cancun, Miami, and whatever yoga retreat you pretend is spiritual growth?" Her face snapped cold. "You don't have kids. You just get to play Mommy. Enjoy it." The door slammed. The nebulizer hummed. Dany's chest rose and fell like a tide only I could keep steady. That night, I sat on the floor beside him. 12 minutes left on the machine. "You okay, baby?" He nodded. "Tiny. Fragile. No child should watch their mother walk out without looking back. And no woman should be left holding pieces that were never hers." But I didn't have time to fall apart. Not yet. The next evening, I made grilled cheese and tomato soup. Dany picked at the crusts. "Do you miss her?" I asked. His shoulders barely moved. "She doesn't really talk to me unless she's mad." I covered his small hand with mine. His skin was warm, thin, like someone who'd been surviving too long unnoticed. "It's not your fault. None of this is." He didn't answer. But he didn't pull away. I called Vanessa that night. Midnight. She answered with music and waves in the background. "Where are you?" "Sharm el-Sheikh, babe." "The moon here?" "Unreal. You should try dating. You're so wound tight. You left the country." A sigh. "Don't be dramatic. He's with you. You love playing house. Then, you're his mother now." Click. I slid down the kitchen cabinet and wept. Not for her. For him. For me. For the family we were never going to be. When the tears stopped, something sharper settled in. She wasn't coming back. Not really. I was all he had. Morning came. Dany asked for toast. Not about his mom. Not about fear. Just toast. I burned the eggs. "Your eggs taste like sadness," he said. I really laughed, for the first time in weeks. "They're like the food version of a Monday." "Okay, Gordon Ramsay. You're making your own next time." We ate in the sunlight. Dust on the shelves. Cracks in the walls. But it felt like a home. I started working double shifts freelance coding at 5 a.m., a bookstore during the day. Money was tight. Some nights I lay awake calculating how long until his prescriptions ran out. But we made it work. One night, I saw his math homework. He was solving problems 3 grades ahead. "You're kind of a genius, kid. Only 'cause you helped me." Mom used to say I was too much. I swallowed the lump in my throat. She was wrong. You're exactly who you're supposed to be. And I'm lucky I get to see it. He smiled. Went back to his worksheet. Hummed under his breath. One Saturday morning, I woke up to smoke. Dany stood at the stove, apron 2 sizes too big, spatula in hand. Pancakes in various stages of survival. Surprise. I made breakfast. I flipped a blackened disc off the burner. "You're gonna set off the smoke alarm. Then we get pancakes and a fire drill." I knelt down. "You made my whole year." He hugged me. Tight. We ate pancakes that scored a solid 4.7 out of 10. And I realized I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was living. At his next pulmonology appointment, Dr. Mora smiled. "His lungs are better. The inflammation's down. Peak flow numbers are up. Whatever you're doing, it's working." "Stability," I whispered. "Exactly." Dany grabbed my hand. "Told you." We walked home in the cold air. He skipped ahead, kicking leaves. I watched him, this bright, Brilliant boy who wasn't mine by blood, but belonged to me in every way that counted. We weren't surviving anymore. We were living. The Stanford envelope came on a Tuesday. Dany stood beside me on the front steps, hands trembling. I opened it. We are pleased to offer you admission. Full scholarship. I pulled him into my arms and held on. 3 weeks later, I handed him a small red box. He opened it. Keys. The red hatchback, he whispered. The one you said was too much. It's yours. Lauren, you didn't have to. I touched his face. But I wanted to. He hugged me like he was 10 years old again. That night, my phone lit up with an unknown number. Lauren, hey. It's Vanessa. I heard my son got into Stanford. I'm just so proud. You lost the right to say that. Oh, come on. I'm still his mother. Maybe I'll fly down for move-in weekend. Be there for him. Now? Now you want to be there. I gave him life, Lauren. Don't act like you're some saint. No. I'm just the one who stayed. Silence. Then. He'll come looking for me one day. I ended the call. Deleted the number. In the living room, a candle flickered in the window. The same one I lit every night until he came home. Minutes later, tires crunched in the driveway. The front door squeaked. Dany smiled, keys in hand. She drives like a dream. You okay? He asked. I looked at him, strong, kind, whole. I am now. Years passed. He called every Sunday. Sent Venmo for groceries. Buy the good cereal this time. My old Corolla died. I didn't tell him. He showed up anyway. Rain-soaked, grinning, groceries in hand. We're going car shopping tomorrow. Dany, you're a student. You don't have. I've been saving. Tutoring. Freelance. It's not a gift. It's a thank you. We bought a green sedan. Reliable. Sturdy. Like the love we built. He handed me the keys. Eyes shining. You already raised me, he said. Let me take care of you now. He brought Nina home in July. Sundress. Sunflowers. Nervous smile. Dinner was awkward at first. Then easy. Then sacred. Halfway through tiramisu, he set down his fork. I wanted you to meet her here, he said. Because this place is part of who I am. Everything I've done, it started here. He looked at Nina. Then at me. I want you to meet the person who raised me. Nina smiled softly. He talks about you all the time. I couldn't speak. My hand covered my mouth. He reached across the table and squeezed my hand. I squeezed back. In that moment, I wasn't the aunt who stepped in. I wasn't the backup. I was mom. The rain came down the night Vanessa returned. 3 sharp knocks. The doorbell. I knew before I opened it. She stood on the porch, suitcase at her feet, lipstick smudged. Surprise. I figured it was time. Dany came down the stairs. Stopped cold. She stepped toward him. Oh, baby. Look at you. He didn't move. You're not a guest here. What? You're a stranger. She staggered. Mascara streaked. Dany, please. I made mistakes. I'm still your. No. You made a choice. Now I'm making mine. She looked at me, desperate. You poisoned him against me. Dany stepped forward. She saved me from you. Vanessa grabbed her suitcase. Backed toward the door. I thought I could fix things, she whispered. He didn't answer. She stepped into the rain. Didn't look back. The next morning I made eggs. The good kind. Dany sat at the table, hoodie up, scrolling his phone. She'll try again, I said. Yeah, maybe. Pause. I meant what I said. I made my choice. I turned from the sink. You're sure? He met my eyes. Steady. Lauren. I'm home. The wedding was in a small, sunlit chapel full of wildflowers. Dany stood at the altar, tie slightly crooked. Nina glowed beside him. And I stood in the front row, not as a guest, not as a bystander. As the mother of the groom. Later, Dany raised his glass. There's one person I need to thank. The woman who gave me a home, a future, and a heart. He looked at me. Mom, I love you. The room erupted. I smiled through tears. Because in that moment, I finally believed the truth I'd spent years learning. I was never the backup. I was always the one who mattered. Sometimes I still wonder about Vanessa. Was she really trying to change? Or was it just too late? Did she do the right thing, finally coming back, even if it cost her everything? Tell me in the comments. And if this journey meant something to you, please like and subscribe. Because stories like mine remind us we are never alone in the choices that shape our lives.